Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.
Okay. So this question is from 2021. Do you agree that Indian economy has recently experienced V-shaped recovery? Give reasons in support of their answer. This is a 15-mark question, 250 words, but the question is too simple and it is also a direct one. This, do you agree or not? So, yes or no type question, whether you are agree it or not. India experienced a V-shaped recovery. This is the first part. Give reasons in support of their answer. So, if you are going to say yes means you have to support it. You are going to say no means you have to support it. So, this is the simplest question they are asking. So, how you can address this question is first, introduction. How you can give the intro? It's simple as that. Do you agree Indian economy has recently experienced the V-shaped recovery? Actually, this question is from 2021 after a COVID. Okay, from there only the India is just make an infant step towards the rising the economy. They started to spend a lot and also try to revive the economy. They tried everything to revive the economy. They spent a lot. They created the infrastructure programs. They did all the things. Okay, and also they tried to increase the MSP also to increase the production of the agriculture products. So they did everything. So do you agree that Indian economy has recently experienced a V-shaped recovery? So introduction should be like, what is V-shaped recovery? Which means economy is falling down, suddenly it is taking part. Okay, so there is a sharp downfall. And sudden recovery, sudden rebound of economy from the recession. So this is called as V-shaped recovery. If it is, if you're going to provide this diagram means it is a better one. Okay, so this is called as V-shaped recovery. Here it's time, here it's a GDP. If you are going to plot a map means, sorry, if you are going to plot a graph means, the x-axis what you are saying, the y-axis what you are measuring, that should be there. If you are blindly going to give that means, they won't consider this. You have to say that here you are measuring the time in the x-axis, in the y-axis you are measuring the GDP. Okay, so this is the way you have to use it. If you are just like that using this thing means, they won't evaluate it or else they won't consider it. Okay, that is the most important thing you have to do. So this is the way you have to plot this graph. So this is the V-shaped recovery. This should be the introduction. Next, the next part is you have to whether you are agree to it or not. That is the next thing. So it's up to you. So here what I am going to do is, first I am going to address this question is by agreeing this statement, and next thing I am going to do is I am going to disagree this thing. Okay, so I am going to give the two sides of the answer. Okay, first I am going to say it is a yes. So you shouldn't write yes I am agreeing that. This shouldn't be the answer. This is not the right way to answer. You shouldn't write yes I am agreeing. It is not. No, I am disagreeing. This is also not. This is not the good way of answering the question. It is not a school or college. Okay, please mind it. Just like that, you have to say that after the huge issue created by the COVID-19, due to the government's activity and also due to the people's spending nature, there is a huge growth or the recovery or the rebound of the economy happened in India. This is one way of simplest way of agreeing to that statement. Or else you can say that by the huge spending of the governments, there is the recovery or the rebound of the economy has happened in India. This is simplest as that of with the one line you are saying that you are agreeing. This is the way you have to say. You should not use yes or no. Okay, so yes or no is your opinion that should be within you. The answer should reflect it, not it should be like directly you are saying as yes or no. You should make an answer that it should reflect it. Okay, so that is a major thing. So you can say that there is a huge fall or recession faced by the India due to the COVID-19, but due to the consistent effect of the government and the private sector and the investmental growth, that led to the recovery of the India from the recession. This is the simple way of accepting this statement. Then you have to provide the supporting data. Okay, so intro, agree it or not. Next, supporting data. So first I am going to say that I am saying yes, I am accepting that. So for that I am giving a certain answers. First thing is what I am saying is trade recovery. There is a quarterly growth of this 2021. There is a huge growth in the trade. Even though there is a fall in the trade activities in the time of the COVID-19, after certain time period there is a huge growth in the trade. So by the way, I am saying that it is a V-shaped recovery. This is how you have to end that point. By the way, I am saying that it is a V-shaped recovery. For every answer, you should reiterate that thing. That is most important thing. Next, rebound of the IPO investment. There is a huge growth in the investments in the share markets. After 2019, 2021, there is a huge growth happened in the investment sector. By this data, you have to quote certain data and you have to say that so only it is a V-shaped recovery. Next, recovery in the GST collection. This is the better way of addressing the question. So in the time of COVID-19, the GST collections is very low. But after 2021, at that time period, at the time of 2021, there is a recovery. And also there is a growth in the GST collection, which means people are ready to spend and they are actually making certain selling of goods and services, so that there is a collection of indirect taxes are happening. So by the way, you can say that there is a economical recovery. Next, growth in the government expenditure. Yes, growth in government expenditure also in turn increases the economic growth, because government is just like that providing 6,000 rupees to a people means what they will do, they will buy certain products or they will do certain investments. So by the way, the economic cycle will start to rotate. By the way, the recovery of the economy will start to do. So that is the also leads to the recovery of the economy. So that is also quarterly growth rise. GDP growth is increased. GDP growth percentage at the time of COVID-19 is around 2%, means in the time of 2021 there is a 6% of GDP growth. So these are the data you can plot. Next, robust agricultural output. So there is a huge growth in the agriculture produces also happens in 2021. So that thing also you can put. See, it is a better way of giving answer is first question answer you can plot it as this. So GDP growth you can plot here. Okay. Next, GST collection. Time GST collection. So here the downfall, in this downfall you can plot it as 2019. Here the rise you can plot it as 2021. So if you are going to do this for every point in a miniature level of drawing means that will be even more better answer. So you are again and again reiterating that there is a V-shaped recovery. There is a V-shaped recovery. So this is also a one way of addressing the question. That will fetch you the higher marks. Okay. So these are the one kind of answer, because we are what we are doing is we are accepting that there is a V-shaped recovery. We are just accepting it. But what if you have another way of thought? No, I am not accepting the V-shaped recovery. Then you have to say what shape of recovery you are accepting. Okay. So for another type, I am giving it as a K-shaped recovery. So if you are going to accept that it is a V-shaped recovery, means that is the answer. If you are have a disagreement with that question, means you can say it as no. I have a see here how you have to address the question means, even though India have recovered from this issue, okay, even though after 2019 COVID-19 issue, in 2021 India recovered from the issue, it is not a V-shaped recovery, it is actually a K-shaped recovery. By the way, you are actually saying a disagreement to that question. So this is another way of giving an answer for disagreement. Okay, so here you have to say about what is K-shaped recovery, which means certain sectors are growing after this COVID-19 and certain other sectors are not growing, it is downfalling, which means this is the graph, this is a time period. Okay, so certain sectors are growing, okay, at the same time certain sectors are falling down after this 2019 COVID situation. So this is called as K-shaped recovery. Okay, so here the most important thing is you have to support this thing about the K-shaped recovery. You can easily give an answer. After this COVID-19, there is a huge growth in the IT level things, like there is a Zoom meeting only happens. Okay, so there is a growth of these things only happened. Tele-educations only grow. Okay, at the same time the tuition systems. Okay, in the earlier in my childhood there will be a tuitions in my street, everyone go to that tuition and we will learn it, we will study it and we will do the homework. That things is going to fall down and the tele tuitions will be increasing. Okay, so falling down of the normal conventional tuition system and there is a growth of the tele tuition system. So this is called as K-shaped growth of that thing, downfall of this thing. So this is the, what is this? This is the K-shaped recovery. So there are like that, there are n number of things you can quote it. Okay, after this COVID-19, at the time of this juncture of this ending of this COVID-19 situation, there is a huge downfall in the street vendors, and everyone go for the Zepto like things. They will order the food, order the things, and they will get it in their home itself. The home delivery system is enhanced. So there is a fall of the informal informal departmental stores and the growth of the there is a, if you are connected with the technology means you will grow, if you are not connected with the technology means you will go into downfall. So that is also a K-shaped recovery. So in the way you can answer this. Okay, so there is another side of the question also, you can address in that way also. Yeah, simple as that. Tunes in the sectoral growth, one sector is growing, another sector is falling down. Next, uneven investment distribution. After the COVID-19, there is an investment, it is getting into the India, but the issue is it is not spread to every sector. The only certain sector get the investment and they grow. So that is also leads to the K-shaped recovery. And there is the informal things. Informal sectors are most affected sectors. So they face the downfall and the formal sector face the growth. You can address this question in this way also by using this K-shaped recovery. Okay, so this is the way you can easily address the question. Okay, thank you.